The Street Fighter V spring update is upon us! And we got some juicy footage. A good look at ORO, a good look at Rose, and a cheeky Akira Kazama trailer. But before we get into it, there's an Akira Kazama reaction video. I posted it yesterday because, why not? So make sure you check it out and like and subscribe for some more fighting game goodness. But it's time to dive into the spring update. It's gonna be good. So there's a lot of interesting news that came about in this spring update. There's one thing that they kind of glossed over. They briefly mentioned it, and I don't know, it feels like a big deal to me. It's this part right here. Lately, we've been blessed being able to collaborate with a lot of companies / brands. This is always exciting, and we look forward to doing more in the future. Look, they could be hinting at the collaborations with all the apparel and all that kind of stuff. What if this is a hint for the 5th character? It's a collaboration character! You saw my wish list. You know I want Kyo in this bad boy. But anyway, I digress. The two main talking points of this whole update obviously are ORO and Rose. And I'm not too familiar with ORO. I didn't play a lot of Third Strike. But I have to admit something. I thought that guy had one arm. Every time I saw a sprite, I was like, oh, okay, this guy's got one arm, but he's whooping ass. And now he's holding a turtle. And I'm like, oh. So apparently he's this old guy that's like so fucking dope that he's like, I'll just put a hammer on my back and fuck you up. But now he's like, but I got this cute little turtle. I went to this fair, this market, and I got this turtle. His name's Leonard. He likes grapes. Are grapes good for turtles? I don't know. Do you know what else he picked up at that market? This dope ass Hawaiian t-shirt. This guy's got style. And I tell you what, ORO is a lot more nimble than I originally thought. This old man can move. I think one of the most interesting things to note is the standing medium punch. They were like, it's the 2-hit move that just like launches him in the air and you can just combo and do shit. It's not even a heavy punch. Does that mean his standing medium can anti-air? Looks like he has a bunch of options to like launch people into the air. And he's got a double jump. He's like the only character in Street Fighter to have a double jump, right? First we get Gogeta in Dragon Ball with 2 air dashes. Now we get ORO in Street Fighter V with 2 jumps. And look, I get it. It sounds like he had the double jump before Gogeta was even a speckle in his mother's testicles. But I don't know any better. I'm an idiot. His V skill 1 seems a little bit interesting. It's like that slow moving projectile, so it has a lot of potential to fuck with the neutral, and I'm about that life. You wanna play footsies? Isn't that mobile game? This is Street Fighter, we shoot fireballs and shit. It's like a dumbed down version of Ed's V-Trigger 1. Like this slow moving ball that just like forces situations. And people are getting really into creative shit with Ed's V-Trigger 1, so I'm curious to see the kind of stuff they're going to be able to do with Oro's V-Skill 1. It's definitely interesting, it definitely has potential. And his other V-Skill is like the little hop, and he's got like 2 moves after it or some shit. The real question is it projectile invincible? That is a really good question. And can you use it to special cancel out of normal attacks? Now here's where it gets really interesting. I really like what they've done with these V-Triggers, right? So his first one, he goes V-Trigger, and he's like, boom, super crazy command grabs. On the ground, in the air, you grab you by your underwear. And like, it looks quick. And when they showed it, it looks like you can cancel it from normal attacks. Because the actual move that they showed, he went in and he went punch, grab. So hit stun's not a factor. Now my real question is, do we get like 1 or 2 command grabs per V-Trigger? Maybe this is like a 2-gauge V-Trigger and you know, each half of the bar is like a command grab. Or is it going to be like Balrogs where the command grab that it gets, it does like a crazy amount of stun? Like is it damage or stun? Or both? And then his V-Trigger 2 is very Manut-like, where he gets those like floating objects and they just like float and attack the enemy. Wait, is this dude fucking psychic? What's going on? I do like that the different objects that appear are randomized. Now, is that a Nintendo Switch I saw in there? Is that a fucking Nintendo Switch? Or is that supposed to be like a PSP or something? When I first watched it, I was like, hey, is that a Switch? Are they hinting at Nintendo Switch? Oh my god, Street Fighter V on Switch! Got a bit carried away, needless to say. But yeah, ORO looks fun. ORO looks pretty interesting. I feel like the combo potential with this character is going to be crazy based on the amount of launches he has, how we can implement his double jump into those combos. And I feel like his V-Skill 1 and V-Trigger 2 kind of do very similar things. So if you just like chuck them together, you can just make some shit happen. But I think I'm going to try V-Trigger 1? V-Trigger 2, that's the one with the little hop. I want to see how that can combo into stuff. And I want that command grab. I want a command grab. Also, the Hawaiian shirt is too good to pass up. Alright, now we got some more details about Rose, and this is one of the things I was really curious about. Her V-Skill 1, which is the tarot cards, it's a very twisted Fate from League of Legends style of play, and I am all about that life. it seems like she's got, what, 5 cards? So she's got like 2 cards that buff her, and 2 cards that debuff the enemy, and then like there's a white one that lets you charge your V gauge. And I think you can press like down and V skill button and you can like cycle through the cards. But this V skill looks so fun. Like you're constantly active, you're constantly cycling through your stuff. It's gonna take a lot of practice, but ooh, it looks good. I'm curious to know if the cards that you throw, like do they go through projectiles? Like if Ryu throws a Hadouken and I throw the card, is it gonna cancel out the card? Or does the card like float above? And V skill 2 is the Minut orbs. So it's very similar to the stuff that we were talking about that Oro can do. And I mean, we've seen Sako play Minut. We've seen all the potential, so I mean, it's just going to be more of that. But her V triggers are the things that are so interesting to me. Like that teleport, and the way they were showing how to use that teleport, it looks fucking crazy. Air Fireball into teleport, into Terror Guard into teleport, into this into teleport. Shit looks so good. And then they just gave her V-ism. Is that what it is? She gets that Marvel's Capcom Zero after image bullshit. And she was like linking a whole bunch of like heavy attacks together into one combo. Man, I think my favorite thing about Rose is that her V skills and V triggers really offer such a unique and diverse way to play the character. Like I played Alpha 3 a long time ago. I never really dabbled into Rose. She's not really the style of character I normally try. But she looks very fun. And after seeing this, I am definitely jumping in. I'm a big fan of the tarot cards, the Twisted Fate playstyle, so I'm definitely going V-Skill 1 and V-Trigger 1. Those teleports look too good. And good lord, did you see her critical art? She just Gallic guns you straight in the face. But what I'm really enjoying about these updates is that both of these characters look like they have a crazy amount of combo potential. The dramatic varieties between their V skills and V triggers, and the combination of the 2 V skills and V triggers, it offers so many different ways to play. It just looks so cool. I feel like they've really hit their stride in their character creation and their development. And I know we're at the end of the Street Fighter V cycle. I know Season 5 is the end, but this gives me hope for Street Fighter 6. If they keep these core philosophies and core concepts together, and all the characters that they make for all the games going forward, I think we have a bright future ahead of us. And we can avoid the launch that was Street Fighter V. But anyway, let me know what you thought of Rose and Oro and the whole spring update. Are you going to play them? And how are you going to play them? And what color Hawaiian shirt are you going to wear? Let me know in the comments below. Make sure to follow me on Twitch and YouTube. I stream every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday. We play some fighting games. Hope to see you there, and I will catch you for the next video.